sense, but he asked if I think he's going to go there.
I know, because he wants to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I don't want to hear it coming from fucking Cowboys. No, I'm glad you said that. I am, you know, yeah. Because he said too, he said, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Because he's going to put that thing, you know, and he's got his corner, maybe he's stepping his game up, you know. But he said, I'll come here if you want me to, you know. No, that's cool. Because I told Gary too, you know, because he said you stopped, I see you stopped everything, you know. And I said, God, you know, you've done it for years, you know, you've been good, you know, and shit, and you'll come and do whatever the hell, you know, and I've already given him a goddamn 2 days notice or tomorrow ain't gonna work, you know, and he's already given me notice, you know. You don't like to do it, but you still want to get along, you know. Yeah, and then he's like, it's like I maybe did it once or twice in how many years, you know. And he's like, I'm gonna tell you when you got me scheduled in and say, no, we can't do it tomorrow, you know. No, that's bigger than that, you know. As long as it's, you know, as long as it's cool with him. Because me and Jeremy were buddies, you know, as far as, you know, like you and me were, you know. I've known him a long time. Because I know he told me, you know, a couple times, you know, I don't want to send, you know, I don't send these guys up, he said, you know, because you guys are fussy, he said, you know. He said, these guys, he said, they shouldn't be police. Good. Well, that's good.
You got to care about it.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not just a number game.
Well, yeah, you know, it ain't like when they get into these places and here's 40 and here's a day and here's the numbers, go pick the belt, you know, you gotta go, you better know.
Oh, yeah.
Go chase them around and get them, you know. You got somebody there, we're bringing them flowers, you know, and stuff, and, you know, we got a tree, that sounds good, you know. But he's doing good on his foot tap thing, and that's a good foot tap, you know. I know he has a hard time telling me that too. He kind of mentioned it a few times already, you know. But,
I know cells. I know there.
If they go about him, you know, I just, you know, like when Gary said too, you stopped, you know. Shit, well, I think Jeremy did cancel us out that day or whatever the hell day. You were there, you know. Yeah. But he gave me a 2-day notice too, you know, and it was like, shit, I already did it to him. You know, yeah, you don't know what the hell, you know. Somebody's farming you in the morning and you think you got 12 of them, now it's like you got 30 of them. You tell the guy you're going to be there at noon.
That's why I schedule one guy a day, because it just, just piss a guy off.
Oh, I only got a few of them.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he's got 23 of them waiting there for you. It's like, really, man?
Then you got a doctor half the bitches yet, you know. They can grind them off and get the hell out of there. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad you stopped, yeah. Because I know, you know, I don't know when the hell we should be. Shit, we're going to be in the field here soon, and you can't ever take a good day now.
I mean, that's the thing.
How busy are you? Because we got a bunch that could be fucking done. We got like 20, 25, 30 and that could be done. You know? Now you're laughing. No, I'm serious. You know, they ain't, no doctor cows, but I mean, those cows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As long as Jeremy ain't going to fix that.
I wouldn't have brought it up at all,
right.
You know.
I'm glad you did.
I wouldn't do that. So.
Right. Yeah, you all got to be in business together.
Well, exactly.
You don't want somebody running down the road doing that son of a bitch.
Yep,
you know?
right.
That's the worst business you can run. You can lay out advertising you want, but somebody's running down the road bitching about it. That don't do no good. Yeah. We can use this book here next week. We booked up next week.
You mean like this coming week? Nah, I could possibly get to it the following week. But then, like the week after that, when I spend my week up in Toma, so then, you know. That's all I remember. I'm kind of thinking maybe Toma's just south of that line, that maybe they're okay, but
yeah, but that's a low.
No.
It's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So my wife picked me up across yesterday, and she said there was no snow. I said, yeah. When you get back to your work, you get gone. Well, no.
I can't with nothing. Oh, you're on the phone book?
We're still looking for a couple of animals for junior champion and junior show. Looking for the winter calves, the first and second winter calf. And the first spring yearling. We need to be on deck for our junior champion and junior show.
I kill myself anymore.
Excuse me, the second spring yearling. We're looking for you to be on deck for junior champion, junior show.
And it's with the
our judges completed his placings in the fall yearling class, placing third in the class, and also first junior, is Craig Kress rejoices reconfirmed, stood by Ava Dornick. Second in the class is entry number 630, Eastside Brady Caramel, stood by Victoria Nodoff from Belmont, Wisconsin. And the winning entry is entry number 628, Homestar Larian Goldman, stood by Jeff Butler, Chavance, Illinois. And now our judge for his comments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, certainly a pleasure of mine to judge this class. What a great group of heifers, and I think 10, 12 heifers in here that are exceptional heifers. That being said, I think I have 3 heifers here at the top of the class that just sort themselves out. 3 great individuals, and for me, quite a handy winner. A heifer with a lot of style and balance. She loved the dairy strength, the open the rib. A heifer that tracks out on a good set of feet and legs, giving her the advantage of her heifer in second. She's a heifer that's got a little more mass for a yearling for me. She shows me more width of chest. She's got more depth of heart. She's a lot longer bodied individual than our late October heifer here in second. The second heifer, a beautiful dairy heifer, a silky, clean-hided individual. And I think a close placing between our second and third heifers. For our second heifer, just a little cleaner made. She's a little more feminine up through the head. She's a little longer and cleaner down through the throat and brisket than another beautiful balanced heifer coming out here in third. The third heifer, I do grant, she's got a little more width of chest, a little more depth of heart than our second heifer. She moves over our heifer and forth on the way she handles her feet and legs. When you get her in line today, she shows me more width between the hocks. She travels a little straighter when viewed from the rear than another silky black heifer coming out here in fourth. It's that style and balance, angularity, especially up through the front end, that gets our fourth heifer over our fifth. Just a little cleaner made today, a little more angular, but another well-balanced heifer coming out here in fifth. Fifth over sixth just follows that same pattern, a little cleaner made today. I prefer the way she has that head carriage coming out of her shoulder over our sixth place heifer. In addition, she travels a little more comfortably on her feet and legs, a little less set to the hock than another beautiful black heifer coming out in sixth. Sixth over seven, just on the strength of top line, she's a little harder out over that top, especially up through that chine today, than our heifer coming out in seventh. Congratulations.
For those of you that are marking your catalogs, there were 24 fall yearlings. Entry number 601 was 13, 602 was 18, 603 was third in the first junior for Ava Dornick, 604 did not show, 605 was 14, 606 was 24th, 607 was 5th in the first red nose for Larissa Olivia Papp from Alma Center, Wisconsin. 608 was 20th, 609 was 4th in the second junior for Sarah Griswold of Verona, Wisconsin. 610 did not show, 611 was 17th, 612 was 8th, 613 was 19th, 614 was 10th, 615 was 9th, 616 was 7th, 617 and 18 did not show, 619 was 12th, 620 was 23rd, 621 was 11th, 622 was 15th, 623 was 21st, 624 was 16th, 625 was 22nd. Her name is MS Golden Oaks Windhammer Gem, driven by Melena Fahey and Tyler Giddings from Merrill, Wisconsin. 626 was 6th. Her name is Wellstead Atwood Reality, driven by Mariah Goggin of Illinois. 628 was the winning entry, Co-Star Larian Goldwyn, driven by Jeff Butler, Chavance, Illinois. 630 was second, Eastside Brady Caramel, driven by Victoria Nodoff from Belmont, Wisconsin. Class now in the ring of the junior champion and junior show. Trophy sponsored by Mill Wheel Farm. Reserve Junior Champion, received the trophy sponsored by Stone Ridge Dairy, George Kaspergen.
I explained that to him once.
In the winter calf class, the winning junior was entry number 110, Bella Ridge Aftershock Fin, exhibited by Derek and Darren Campions. Second winter calf for the juniors was 101, Ducat Diamond Becca, exhibited by Jessica Nicole Prowley. The winning junior in the fall calf class was 211, Scolo Roy J. Wow, exhibited by C.C. Cannon and Casey Lewis. Second fall calf was 229, OCD Authority Monet, led by Allie, Brett, Gracie, and Libby Walker. The summer yearling, first junior was 303, Bellevue Braxton Allure, led by Kayla Krieger. And the second summer yearling was 310, Wisconsin Fisherdale Evangeline, exhibited by Elizabeth Sarbacher. In the spring yearlings, the first junior was entry number 404, Elmo Defiant Kamikaze, led by Nick Schuster and Laura Finley. And second to 417, Jenai Beck Masterpiece Bronze, exhibited by Scott Stemple. In the winter yearlings, the first junior was 520, Missile Authority Glamorous, led by Casey Lewis. The second winter yearling, owned by a junior, was 509, Bud John J.K. Damien Eclipse, exhibited by Lindsay Sarbacher. The winning junior in the fall yearlings was 603, Craig Crest Rejoices Reconfirm, exhibited by Ava Nordic. And the second fall yearling was Wisconsin Fisherdale Damien Rambo, exhibited by Sarah Griswold. These are the best juniors we have in our show. Let's give them a nice round of applause. judge is now ready to name our junior champion of the junior show. Again, the junior champion trophy sponsored by Millville Farm. Reserve trophy by Stone Ridge Dairy, George Caspergan. Chris, your comments.
Well, first of all, let's give these young people a tremendous round of applause. Exceptional efforts out here. Did a really strong show out here this morning, and looking forward to getting into the cows. But we had a great group of heifers, and pulled four out. I felt were in contention for your junior champion. Your first one being our fall calf, the young man on the end. But beautiful big open ribbed heifer, a heifer you love the width and substance and the openness of rib that she has. So we move on to this white heifer, the short age summer yearling heifer that stood very well in her class. Again, follows that same pattern. She's very straight in her lines, a nice wide rump on her, a beautiful open rib. Then we move on to the pair of fall yearlings, the class that just came out of a tremendously tough class, and these heifers stood their own. The first heifer, a heifer with a tremendous amount of body and openness of rib. You love the width, the rump that she has, and then this silky black heifer here that was second in class. For your junior champion in reserve today, we're going to stick with that pair of fall yearlings. Those two young ladies want to bring them out. It's a tremendous pair of heifers, and that's all we're supposed to classic. These two heifers just stick out to me today when you bring them out for junior champion. Honorable mention, it's going to go on that white heifer today. I really clean cut angular heifer. Take nothing away from the black heifer. You love the size and scale, just not quite as angular and clean cut as these other three heifers today. Congratulations.
And junior champion of the junior show is entry number 603, Craig Kress, Rejoices Reconfirmed, exhibited by Ava Dornick. Reserved to 609, Wisconsin Fisherdale Damian Rambo, exhibited by Sarah Griswold. And an honorable mention to Bellevue Braxton Allure, exhibited by Kayla Krieger. Next class in the ring will be our junior champion of the open show. The junior champion trophy is sponsored by Brian Greenman of Rural Mutual Insurance. Reserve junior champion award from Stone Ridge Dairy, George Caspergan. We need to have our junior best three females on deck. Junior best three females on deck. Leading a parade of junior females for the junior champion is a winter heifer calf. There were 9 winter heifer calves this morning at our start of our show. The winning entry was 109, Winright Ship of Excellence, exhibited by Jeff Butler. The second winter calf was 113, MS Rymel Atwood Charlie, exhibited by Lexi Thompson and Gary McCarthy. There were 24 fall heifer calves. Winning entry was 236, Budjohn Vale, Bradnick Vicky, exhibited by Peter Lynn Vale and Budjohn Farm. Second to 211, Scoville Roy J. Wow, exhibited by CC and Steve Cannon and Casey Lewis. There were 22 summer yearlings. The winning entry was 328, Co-Star, Lamadonna, Dorman is given by Ernest Kiefer and Jack Butler. Second to 303, Bellevue Braxton Allure, given by Caitlin Krieger. There were 24 spring yearlings. The winning entry was 430, Ashview TG Atwood Lily, given by T.N. and T. Norling and T. Yagowski. And second to 432, Maplewood Windhammer Elegance, given by Ernest Kiefer and Jeff Butler. There were 20 winter yearlings. The winning entry was 528, Rutina Delgadas Page, given by Ernest Kiefer and Jeff Butler. And second to Lindale Laramie Flowers, exhibited by B. and C. Meyer and Olivia Corson. There were 24 fall yearlings, winning entry was 628, Comestar Larian Goldwyn, exhibited by Jeff Butler. And second to 630, Eastside Brady Carmel, exhibited by Victoria Noloff. Again, these are the best heifers we have in our show. Please give them and your exhibitors a nice round of applause. Certainly this is the climax to our junior show, all these junior age females. It's appropriate that we introduce our judge for the show. For those of you who are not here this morning when we started, I'd like to introduce Chris Lammers. Chris and his wife Elizabeth and their children Elena, Ava, and Audrey reside in Marysville, Ohio. Chris graduated from Ohio State University and worked as a dairy program specialist for Clover Select Ciders for 13 years. He grew up on registered Holstein and Brown Swiss farms, and Chris now owns and operates Brown Velvet Brown Swiss and Lawdale Holstein show herds. He has bred 5 All-American Brown Swiss and owned the 2005 Intermediate Champion Brown Swiss at World Dairy Expo. Chris has judged many shows, including the 2013 Wisconsin Holstein Futurity, 2012 International Junior Holstein Show at World Dairy Expo, the 2012 Midwest Spring Red and White Show, the 2011 International Brown Swiss Show, the 2011 New York Spring Red and White Show, and the 2011 Pennsylvania Holstein Show. Chris has had the opportunity to place 123 heifers this morning. So let's give our judge, Chris Lammers, a nice round of applause before he names our junior champion. And now for our judge for naming our junior champion of the show. Chris?
Once again, let's give our exhibitors a tremendous round of applause on this great heifer show out here. Looking forward to the cows and a great group of individuals. I pulled 4 out of heifers out that stuck out in my mind to me. Our first one being our summer yearling, a heifer with a lot of style and balance, a silky hided heifer, a heifer you love up through the front end, that head and neck, clean cutness, beautiful open rib to her. If you're going to pick on her a little bit, maybe just like to give her a little more style through her rump today, but a heifer that certainly catches your eye when she hits the ring. Move on to our winter yearling, a heifer that for me won that class quite handily. A complete heifer, a heifer that's straight in her lines, tracks out on a great set of feet and legs. When you view her from the side, she's got that beautiful open rib, drop to the rib. She's got enough width of heart and chest for me today. Then we move on to a pair of fall yearlings, a tremendous class, a great group of individuals, and a tremendous pair of heifers. Our first heifer, a tall, straight, dairy strength type of heifer, a heifer with enough width and volume, beautiful wide rump to her, all kinds of style and balance. Our second heifer, a stylish heifer, a young October heifer. You love the silkiness of hide, the clean cutness that she has, a heifer that just catches your eye when she hits the ring. I want to go out and select your junior champion, reserve, and honorable mention in that order, and I hope you give them a nice round of applause. I'll go quick here before the battery dies, but a great group of individuals, and I think quite handily a winner today. As I said, a tremendous class of heifers, and this heifer just sorted herself to the top. She's got that size, she's got that scale, you love the length from end to end. I think that's the big advantage when you get these heifers out side by side. This heifer's tremendously long from end to end. That makes you your junior champion today. A little closer for reserve. But I followed up with our winter yearling. For me, she's just got a little more mass through the front end. She's got more width to chest, a little more depth to heart than the ultra-refined heifer in our second place fall yearling. Congratulations.
And the junior champion of the open show was in number 628, Lone Star Variant Goldwing, exhibited by Jeff Butler. Reserves to 328. Reserves to 528. Rotina Delgado Cage, exhibited by Ernest Kiefner and Jeff Butler. And honorable mention to 630, Eastside Randy Carmel, exhibited by Victoria Nodal. Next class in the ring will be Junior Best 3 female, Junior Best 3 female. We have last call. We have last call for any junior best 3 females. Please bring in your junior best 3 females. Please have your unfreshened 2-year-olds on deck. And then we'll be starting right in with the milking junior 2-year-olds. Unfresh and 2-year-olds on deck. Last call for junior best 3 females.
Yeah, because I when you're right. Yeah, you might just or maybe ice. Yeah, that
Charlie, food order.
it may turn, yeah, stir it 6 quarters. Then you come back out the other way. So, never mind, we're just gonna.
The judge has completed placement of his junior best 3 females. We've been placing 3rd in the class is the best 3 from Central Holsteins of Maynard, Iowa. Second, entry number 904 from Bella Ridge Holsteins from Marion, Wisconsin. And the winning entry is entry number 902, receiving the Walkera Farms Trophy, Bud John J.K. Lamar, Wisconsin. Chris, your comments.
Three really nice groups out here in your junior best 3. Starting with the group here, just a lot of style and balance, a little more uniformity and angularity all the way through over our group in second. It's nothing to take away from our second group. We've got a calf here that stood right towards the top of her class. Heifers with a lot of style and balance. They just follow that same pattern to go over our group in third, just a little longer and cleaner in their head and neck, a little more feminine up to the head today than our third place group. Congratulations.
And if you're marking your catalog, entry number 901 did not show. 902 from Bud John J.K. Lamar, Wisconsin was the winning entry. 903 was 3rd from Stanford Holsteins. And 904 from Bella Ridge Holsteins was 2nd. Please bring in your unfresh 2-year-olds, the first place trophy, sponsored by LaDonna Farms, Lee and Donna Hopkins, the junior award by Brian Greenwood of Rural Mutual Insurance. We have 2 more individuals that are finalists for our Treasure Quest drawing. Kayla Krieger from Marion, Wisconsin, you're a finalist. And another finalist is Christopher Guns of Pine River, Wisconsin. And 2 more finalists for the Treasure Quest.
Just the 2 entries here in our unfresh junior 2 class, but for me, quite a handy winner. I have her. You love the size and scale and frame, the depth of body. She just has that advantage in overall mass, depth of forward and rear rib today to get over her heifer in second. Second heifer, nice dairy heifer, just needs some more width and balance today to compete with this top heifer.
just want to make sure that's always on green. If it gives,
There were 2 unfreshened 2-year-olds. Noting marking your catalog,
set a stop.
entry number 1001 was second in the first junior OCD Hero Tia Leone, is by Tyler Cole and Michaela Andrews in Lodi, Wisconsin.
Out, so it
The
won't
1002 was the winning entry. Roga Extreme Lasting is by John Cannon and Scott Coons of Dyersville, Iowa.
lessons out.
Last now into the ring of the junior 2-year-olds. First place trophy sponsored by Mosso Farms, Morris Cooper family. The junior award by Brian Greenman of World Mutual Insurance. And the best under by Alpha Genetics.
We're going to try to get either just so people can see comparative. But if they're going by, like you can zoom in and try to get others in there.
We're looking for 2 junior 2-year-olds. Entry number 1108 and entry number 1111. Please bring medals to the ring.
Yeah. So that's what I did. But they're all matter. Because they kind of listen. Yeah. Sean has been. We'll see. I get that. You know, if you don't want to have to drive. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have one.
Oh no, you were good. No, Kennedy. Oh, absolutely. Is Peter working?
No. You want it or something? I didn't realize they
Attention exhibitors, we need the senior 2-year-olds in the show makeup arena, senior 2-year-olds. We're getting the last pull of the junior 2-year-olds. It's not a large class, so please have your senior 2-year-olds on deck. Senior 2-year-olds on deck. Our judge has completed his places in the junior 2-year-old class. Placing third in the class and the first red known is entry number 1106, Zines Reginald Letties Monet, exhibited by Timothy and Leah Zimba of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Second and best udder in the class goes to entry number 1102, Shaftaker Sanchez Divine, exhibited by Beth Nelson of Blair, Wisconsin. And the winning entry is entry number 1110, Farnier TBR BH at Corona, exhibited by Lake Prairie Holstein, St. Peter, Minnesota. And now our Judge Chris Thomas.
What a nice group of junior 2-year-olds here in your class today. But the first heifer with her style and balance just moves herself to the top. The heifer, you love the angularity and clean cutness too. A heifer just recently fresh, tracks out on a great set of feet and legs. Got a little, carrying a little congestion in her mammary system yet, but I think you get that all cleaned out. She'll have a tremendous mammary system as well. I did make the second cow best udder in your class, just showing a little more venation about the udder, a little less edema carrying in her udder today. The second cow over the third cow uses that advantage in her mammary system. Got a little more defined crease running between those rear quarters. She's more balanced from her forward to her rear quarters. She also shows me a little more width all the way through than her cow in third. Third over the cow in fourth. Fourth cow just recently fresh. The third cow just a little snugger in her attachment. She carries her udder higher above the hocks. She's particularly snugger in the right side of her forudder. The fourth cow just fresh a couple of weeks. She loves the style and balance that she has, giving her the advantage in her feet and legs. The cow that moves just a little more comfortably on her feet and legs, a little cleaner down through the hock than the big, strong, powerful young cow here coming out in fifth. Fifth over six, just on her dairy quality and angularity, particularly up to her head and neck. She's cleaner made down to her throat and brisket than another recently fresh cow coming out in sixth.
For those of you that are marking your catalog, there were 9 junior 2-year-olds. Reading on your catalog, entry number 1101 was 8th. 1102 was second and best udder for Beth Nelson. 1103 did not show. 1104 was 5th. 1105 was 7th and the second junior for Madison, McKenzie, and Peyton Calvert of Cuba City. 1106 was third and first bred known for Timothy and Leah Zimba of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. 1107, 8, and 9 did not show. 1110 was the winning entry. Carnier TBR VH at Corona, exhibited by Lake Prairie Holsteins. Entry number 1111 was sixth, first junior, Jolium L. Picante, exhibited by Ryan, Jessica, and Nicole Crowley of Humber, Wisconsin. 1112 was ninth. 1113 did not show. 1114 was fourth. The class now in the ring of the senior 2-year-olds. The trophy here is sponsored by Honeycrest Farms, Bob and Kathy Trainer. The junior award by Brian Greenman, Rural Mutual Insurance, and the best seller by Alpha Genetics.